kita tulis dalam bentuk paragraf, dia kena ada apa? Mula-mula dia kena ada apa bila kita menulis dalam paragraf? Okey, baik. Saya beritahu macam yang kita dah belajar sebelum ni, bila kita tulis dalam bentuk paragraf, ayat yang pertama, the first sentence is usually the main idea. Okay, ayat pertama dia adalah main idea. Betul tak? Kita dah belajar kan benda ni kan? Betul tak?
Betul.
Betul kan? Ya, okay. Baik, main idea mesti diikuti dengan apa? Main idea MI diikuti dengan S?
Supporting detail.
Correct. Thank you Alisha. Supporting detail. Main idea mesti diikuti dengan supporting detail. Berapa supporting detail? Tak kisah. It doesn't matter. Okay. The more, the better. So, the same goes for this. The main idea talks about the favorite animal. My favorite animal is the hippopotamus. I like the hippopotamus because it moves fast. Now, this is the supporting detail number 1. Despite being a big and tanky animal, a hippopotamus can move fast in the water. Okay. Next, it has a strong bite. A hippopotamus has one of the biggest bite force in the animal world. Then, a hippopotamus lives on both land and water. It is very adaptable. Now, these are all taken from this one. Betul tak? Semua saya ambil daripada sini saja. Cuma kita tukar dia kepada bentuk ayat yang lengkap. Ayat yang lengkap menggunakan format apa? Apa bentuk yang kita gunakan untuk menulis dalam ayat yang lengkap?
SVO.
SVO.
Yes, correct. Thank you very much, Hani and Aidil. Now remember, when you are writing, you need to write in complete sentences, and the usual complete sentences will consist of 3 things: SVO, subject, verb, and object. And in order for you to change this mind map into a legible and a usable paragraph or sentences, untuk tukarkan dia kepada bentuk perenggan ataupun ayat, awak kena gunakan format SVO. Tengok dulu, perkataan yang dalam ni, dia mula dengan subjek ke, verb ke, objek? Okay. Contoh, strong bite. Strong bite tu apa? Subjek ke, verb ke, objek? Agak-agak. Rasanya apa? Verb ke dia? Strong bite. Verb ke dia? Adakah strong bite itu verb? Tidak. It is not a verb. Therefore, it shouldn't be put in the middle. Dia tak boleh letak dekat tengah. Okay, kita cakap pasal hippopotamus. So, subjek dia hippopotamus, a hippopotamus. Kemudian, strong bite kita letak pada bahagian objek. Kemudian, mesti ada verb dia. Verb dia apa? A hippopotamus has a strong bite. Kenapa? Strong bite tu adalah sifat dia. Dia ada sifat macam tu. Sifat apa? Gigitan yang kuat. So, tukarkan kepada bentuk ayat. Contoh. Next, it has a strong bite. Nampak tak? Sebagi daripada kita punya mind map ni, dia cakap strong bite je. Tapi kita tukarkan dia kepada ayat. It, subject, has, verb, a strong bite. Okay. Dapat tak? Faham ke tidak? Nak tukarkan dia daripada mind map kepada bentuk ayat.
Faham.
Faham Baik. So, now minggu lepas sebagi awak buat yang ni kan. Choose 2 animals and write their 3 characteristic. Betul tak? Betul tak? Awak kena pilih binatang awak. Kemudian awak kena tuliskan sifat dia kan. Okey. Menggunakan itu. Tukarkan dia kepada satu paragraf. Macam ni. Okey, awak boleh mula sekarang. Hani buat binatang apa hari tu Hani? Dolphin ke?
Arnab
Betul tak?
dengan dolphin.
Sorry, animal? What animal is it?
Rabbit and dolphin.
Yes, okay. So choose one animal and then write a paragraph about the animal. If you are writing about a rabbit, then you write about a rabbit. If you choose to write about the dolphin, then you write about the dolphin. Okay? Alisha buat binatang apa Alisha? What
Rabbit.
animal?
Rabbit dengan cat.
Rabbit and cat. So choose one and write a paragraph using that animal. Okay, I'm giving you around 5 minutes. Cukup tak 5 minit? Kena 10?
10 buat.
Oh boy. Okay, fine. 10 minutes then. So I'm giving you 10 minutes for you to finish a paragraph. If you have any questions, you ask. Mungkin awak ada, sir saya tulis cakap pasal dia run fast. Macam mana nak buat ayat run fast? Okay, tanya saja. No problem. And once you have finished, you can keep your E3 and take out your E1. Today we are doing your E1. Boleh ke? Dia boleh ke? Dia buat binatang apa dia? What animal are you writing about?
Anak.
English? Dia? What animal was it?
Rabbit.
A rabbit. Fine. Okay, you write about a rabbit. So I have already prepared several examples here. You might want to write about a rabbit. You might want to write about a bear. Or you might want to write about a dolphin. I've prepared examples here. But then, you need to look at the examples. Nak tengok contoh ke? Tak perlulah kan? Buat guna binatang awak je lah. Okay, any problem? Ada masalah tak? Boleh buat ke? Kalisha okay ke Kalisha? Kalisha ada kan? Kalisha?
Ya, saya.
Ada. Okay ke? Boleh buat?
Boleh.
Okay. Shawina okay Shawina?
Okay.
Okay. You are writing about what animal Shawina?
Cat.
A cat. Okay, fine. No problem. Shahril? Shahril okay Shahril?
Okay.
What animal are you writing about?
Eagle.
An eagle. Okay, good. Okay, you have around 2 more minutes before we move on to the lesson for today. Okay, so you finish up. Then we continue with the next one. Okay, it's now 8:40. 10 minutes is up. You can continue with your paragraph later. Nanti awak sambung semula. Baik. So nak tengok satu contoh ayat. Sarah Nabihah. Sarah ada tak?
Ada, sir.
Ada Okay. Okay, Sarah, what animal did you choose?
Cat.
A cat. Can you please give me your sentence?
My favorite animal is cat. I like cat because it is cheerful, but when they getting old, they will not be so cheerful.
Okay. I think that is a quite a good sentence. Okay, my favorite animal is a cat. I like cats because they are cheerful kan? Betul?
Betul.
But as they get older, okay, bukan getting older. As they get older, they will not be as cheerful. Okay, no problem. Sikit-sikit je masalah dia, no problem. Okay. Alicia Zulaika. Thank you, Sarah. Next, we go to Alicia Zulaika. Alicia, can I hear your sentence? Read the sentence out to me.
Boleh, sir.
Apa? Okay.
Boleh.
Alright.
My favorite animal is rabbit. I like rabbit because it has very small face.
Okay. I like rabbits because it has. Kalau nak guna rabbit, tak perlu letak artikel a. Kalau nak guna kalau nak guna rabbit, kena letak artikel a. Kalau nak guna rabbits, tak perlu artikel a. Okay? I like, my
Okay, sir.
favorite animal is rabbit. Is a rabbit. I like a rabbit because it has a small face. Okay? Okay, I think there's not much of a problem. Just small technical stuff there. Okay, so you continue with that up until 3 points. 3 supporting details at least. Okay, boleh ya semua? Now, we continue with the topic that we are focusing on today. Now, it talks about elements of a story. Now, the past 2 weeks, I've taught you about elements of a poetry, where we talk about the onomatopoeia, we talk about the assonance, the dissonance, we talk about alliteration, dissonance mana ada, assonance and alliteration. Today we look at elements of a story. Now, when we talk about English, English can be written in many forms. You can use it in a poem, and you can use it also in writing a story. A story is very simple. Okay, cerita mudah saja. It can be written in the form of a book, or it can also be written in form of movies. Biasanya daripada buku kita akan tukarkan dia kepada movie. Tapi ada juga daripada movie kita tukarkan dia kepada buku. It depends lah. Now, there are 3 main elements of a story. Now, first, you can take out your E3. You can write the day, the date, and the title for today. The title is Elements of a Story. Okay, boleh tulis. Tajuk dia.
Dalam E1 kan sir?
E1, yes, sorry, E3 pula.
Sir, E1 ke E3?
E1. Okay, done?
Done.
Done, eh? The rest? What about the rest? Izzat done, Izzat? Okay, now we go to the next one. Now, the 3 main elements of a story are, first, the setting, the characters, and the plot. Now, what are these 3? Now, these 3, the setting, the characters, and the plot will make up a story. Without the setting, you will not know where the story takes place and when it takes place. Kalau tanpa setting ni, awak takkan tahu cerita ni letaknya di mana berlaku, bila benda tu berlaku. Itu pentingnya setting. Dan dalam community apa benda ni berlaku. Okay. Kemudian characters. Tanpa characters, cerita awak tidak akan berjalan sebab tak ada watak. Okay. Dan last sekali adalah plot. Plot will talk about the continuation of the story. Dia akan cakap pasal kesinambungan sesebuah cerita. Okay. Okay, salin dulu 3 benda ni. Stories, kemudian awak boleh buat setting, characters, plot. Okay, mula-mula awak tulis setting dulu lah. Tak payah tulis lagi characters dengan plot tu. Now we go to the next slide. Next, we talk about setting. Now, this is very important. Setting, you can write as I talk. Sambil saya cakap, sambil awak tulis. Okay, now, a setting shows the place and time a story takes place. A different story have different settings. Baik. Now, there setting can be divided into two. One is the setting of time and the number two is setting of place. Now the setting of time talks about when this story happens. Maybe it happened in the morning, maybe it happened in the evening, maybe it happened somewhere in the future, maybe it happens when you were born. Now it tells about the time. Yes, Izzat, you have raised up your hand. For what reason?
Talent semua yang ada titik-titik tu.
Ya, salin semua ni. Okay, sambil cakap sambil buat salin. Whereas when you talk about the setting of place, it will surely. Dengar place saja awak dah tahu dah. Place tu maksudnya apa?
Tempat.
Maksudnya apa? Yes, tempat. So setting of place talk about where the story takes place, where it happened. Maybe, for example, now there are examples that I have prepared for you here. Sorry. Now there are examples here. First story is the legend of Hang Tuah. I'm sure everyone is very familiar with this story, right? Semua orang pernah dengar cerita ni kan? The legend of Hang Tuah. Okay. Now the setting of time for this story is the founding of Melaka, when it was first formed. Okay. Mungkin tak ada tahun sebab kita tak tahu tahun bila cerita Hang Tuah ni. Tak tahu. Okay. So kita cakap pasal bila cerita ni berlaku pada zaman kehebatan Melaka dulu, sebelum dia masuk dalam Malaysia, pada zaman dulu, once upon a time. Okay, what about the setting of place? The setting of place talks about Melaka, where it happened in Melaka in general. Besarnya kita cakap pasal dia berlaku di Melaka. Kita kecilkan dia lagi. Tun Perak House. Di mana? Bila berlakunya kejadian ni di Tun Perak House? Now this is between the discussion between Hang Tuah and Tun Perak. Okay, sebab Hang Tuah kisah dia macam mana? Awak tahu tak kisah Hang Tuah ni? Yang paling popular ni. Tahu tak kisah dia macam mana?
Tahu.
Tahu kan? Kisahnya Hang Tuah yang difitnah kan. Kemudian dia sepatutnya dijatuhkan hukuman mati. Tapi Tun Perak selamatkan dia dan dia bersembunyi di kawasan rumah Tun Perak. Okay? Jadi dia berbincang dengan Tun Perak di rumah Tun Perak. So it happened at Tun Perak's house. What about the last one? The palace. Palaka. What is this Palaka? Next is the palace. Okay, apa yang berlaku di the palace ni? Apa yang berlaku? Palace tu apa palace? What is the meaning of palace?
Istana.
Very good. Istana. Correct. Thank you. Istana. Apa yang berlaku di istana? What happened at the palace? Siapa tahu? Siapa boleh bagi tahu? Apa yang berlaku di istana ni? Mesti ada kena-mengena dengan cerita ni. Jangan cakap the king sleeps there, the queen eat there. No. Okay. Jangan cakap pasal raja makan kat situ, permaisuri tidur dekat situ. No. You talk about what happened in the story. At the palace, Hang Jebat took everyone hostage. He attacked the palace. Apa yang berlaku? Dia serang istana tu. Okay. So the important parts of the story happens where? That is the setting of place. And the important things that happen in the story happen when? That is the founding of Melaka. And that is the setting of time. Next, example number 2. The Lord of the Rings. Okay, siapa pernah dengar cerita pasal The Lord of the Rings ni? There are novels and there are movies about this one. Lord of the Rings. Pernah dengar tak? Tahu tak cerita? Pernah kan? Pernah. Ada yang tak pernah. Okay. Now, The Lord of the Rings is a story, a fantasy story about how several magical creatures are supposed to destroy a ring Okay, beberapa makhluk mitos ni dia kena hapuskan cincin yang memberi kuasa kepada satu kuasa jahat. Okay, they have to destroy the ring, and the only way to destroy the ring is by going to where the ring was forged. Dia kena pergi ke tempat di mana cincin tu dibuat, ditempa, iaitu at the land of Mordor. Okay, dia ada satu gunung berapi namanya Mordor. Okay, betul tak Muaz? Betul tak Muaz?
Betul.
Betul kan? Okay, dia kena pergi ke Mordor. Nama dua makhluk tu adalah Sam and Frodo. So dia kena hancurkan cincin tu. Okay, now setting of time. It is at ancient times. Dia bukan masa depan, dia bukan masa sekarang. Dia pada zaman purba dulu. Okay, pada zaman dahulu-dahulu. It is a time of magic and gods and monsters. Pada zaman dulu ada dalam cerita ni lah, bukan betul-betul punya. Pada zaman yang ada magic, ada dewa-dewi dan raksasa. Okay. The setting of place, it takes place in Middle Earth. Okay, nama tempat tu, nama bumi masa tu adalah Middle Earth. Okay, so it takes place at Middle Earth. Kalau ditanya lagi, what are other setting of places that you know in the story The Lord of the Rings? Maybe you can talk about Mordor, you can talk about Minas Tirith and etc. etc. Tempat-tempat dia perang tu dekat mana? Dekat Mordor dan dekat Minas Tirith. Next. Okay, if you are not finished with copying these, you can continue when you when you are watching the video. I will be posting the video later in the evening. Next, Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Okay, mungkin awak tak pernah dengar Harry Potter ni kot. Harry Potter ni satu cerita yang jarang didengari, betul tak?
Pernah.
Pernah, Hani pernah.
Ya.
Ada lagi tak?
Pernah.
Kan?
Pernah.
Pernah ada. Yes. Okay, actually Harry Potter is very popular during my time, and perhaps I believe it is still popular nowadays. Okay, walaupun dia dah habis tapi dia masih lagi popular. Kenapa Aidil? Yes? You have raised up your hands?
Mami salin juga ke?
Ya, sama saja. Okay. Now Harry Potter, the setting of time. It happened in the late 90s. Years 1 to 7 of schooling for Harry Potter. Dia sekolah pada tahun 1 hingga tahun 7 dia. Which is happening in 1991 to 1998. Yes, Izzat?
Yang atas Pak Salin.
Sorry? Yang tu tadi kan saya cakap awak tengok video. Okay, tak sempat nanti awak tengok video. Boleh?
Okay.
Okay, baik. Now, the Harry Potter story is considered a saga. Kenapa saga? Apa maksud saga ni? Proton saga ke? No, it is considered a saga because it is very long. There are 7 books in total. Okay, the main Harry Potter story has 7 books, so it is considered a saga. Disebabkan dia ada banyak buku dan cerita dia panjang, dia dianggap sebagai saga. Now I'll show you one book of it, the last book. It's been a long time since I have read Harry Potter also. Okay, now this is an example of Harry Potter book. I bought this when I was in Form 2. Alamak, tak nampak. Nampak tak? Boleh nampak tak?
Kabur.
Kabur.
Nampak?
Nampak dah kan?
Pak.
Okay, so this is my Harry Potter book. This is actually the last book, which I was very excited. I bought it when I was in Form 2. That is in the year 2007. Tahun 2007. Awak dah lahir ke belum tahun 2007 tu?
Belum.
Belum Awak lahir tahun berapa? 2008?
Belum.
2009.
9.
Which means that my book, this book of mine is older than you lah. Buku saya ni lebih tua daripada awak lah, betul kan? Kan? Awak kena panggil dia abang atau kakak lah. Okay, fine. Now, next. The setting of place. Let's talk about the setting of place. Now, there are several, if not many places since it is a saga. Disebabkan dia adalah saga, ada banyak setting of place dan setting of time sebenarnya. But let's just focus on 3 for now. 3 that are most commonly takes place in. Now, first is Hogwarts. Hogwarts is the school that they go to, and then London, where in general it happened in London, and Hogsmeade, where they go as an outing on weekends. Okay, hujung minggu dia akan pergi ke Hogsmeade untuk beli makanan dan minuman dan in general have fun lah there. Okay, next we go to the prequel of Harry Potter, cerita yang berlaku dalam satu dunia yang sama dengan Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This is a duology because as of now there are only 2 movies of it. Ada 2 movie saja dia. Kalau buku ada 1 buku saja, tapi dia duology sebab kita ada 2 movie saja. Kalau 3 kita sebut dia trilogy. Okay. The setting of time, it happened between 1926 to 1927. Now, even though it comes out later than Harry Potter, it comes out after Harry Potter, it is a prequel because it talks about events that happen precedent to Harry Potter. Benda yang berlaku ni, dia berlaku sebelum Harry Potter berlaku. Okay, the setting of place is the same, mostly in London, but it also moved to New York. Okay, sebab dia ada penyiasatan yang berlaku di New York, and Ministry of Magic and the New Salem Church. This is the church where the antagonist or the anti-hero, Credence Barebone, lives in. Pernah tengok tak cerita Fantastic Beasts ni? This is a new and ongoing movie. Pernah tengok tak? Siapa pernah tengok? Tak pernah?
Tak.
Tak ada Okay. Now, it's a very interesting movie. It is a prequel to Harry Potter. Siapa yang tengok Harry Potter, it is recommended for you to watch Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Ada 2 movie sekarang. Okay. Next, we go to the next one. Tak habis macam biasa awak tengok video. The characters. Baik, tadi saya cakap there are 3. 1 setting, 2 characters. Now, characters, they can be people, animal or figures that are most prominent in the story. Now, talking about characters, it doesn't matter if they are people, if they are animal or if they are figures. If they are most prominent in the story, kalau mereka ni paling banyak dalam cerita tu berkisah pasal mereka saja. The story talks about them. They are the characters. They are divided into 2. One is main character and the other is supporting character. Main character maksudnya watak utama yang cerita tu paling banyak cakap pasal dia. And supporting characters adalah watak-watak sampingan yang dia datang sekejap-sekejap membantu watak utama sahaja. In The Legend of Hang Tuah, the main character is Hang Tuah, which is the protagonist, orang yang baik, and Hang Jebat, the antagonist, orang yang jahat dalam cerita tu. However, Hang Jebat can also be considered an anti-hero because he doesn't do bad things to elevate himself. Dia tak lakukan kejahatan supaya benda tu membawa kebaikan kepada dia. Tak. Dia buat kejahatan supaya untuk membantu kawan dia, untuk membela nasib kawan dia. Yes, ideal what?
Misalnya juga ke?
Dia sama sahaja. Okay, alamak. Next, the supporting characters in The Legend of Hang Tuah are the Sultan, Tun Perak, the Hangs Lekir, Lekiu and Kasturi. Okay. Now let's look at the next one, The Lord of the Rings. The main characters are Frodo Baggins, Samwise Gamgee, Legolas, Gimli, Aragorn and Gandalf the White. Or if you talk about the previous ones, it is Gandalf the Grey. Sebelum dia mati, dia Gandalf the Grey. Bila dia mati, dia hidup balik, dia jadi Gandalf the White. And the the supporting characters are Arwen, Galadriel, Elrond, and the Riders of Rohan. Supporting. Okay. Next, we look at... Okay, now while you are there, you can look at your textbook, page 74 and 75. Awak boleh buka buku teks, muka surat 74 dan 75. Now let's talk about this story, how the tiger got its stripes. Okay, what are the main characters in this story? Siapa watak utama dalam cerita ini? Siapa boleh jawab? Yes, Syahril.
Tiger.
Tiger. The main character number 1 is Tiger. Are there other main characters in the story? Ada main character yang lain tak dalam cerita ni? Ada tak? Tak ada. Cerita ni berkisarkan tentang harimau ni saja. Tak ada sudut pandangan daripada watak lain. Tapi supporting characters ada. Siapa supporting characters dalam cerita How the Tiger Got Its Stripes?
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Lagi?
So masuk apa saya tadi?
74 and
The
75.
man.
The man. Okay, their owner, the man. Lagi? Sekarang dah ada 2. Ada lagi tak?
Elephant.
All the animals.
All the animals. Elephant, ada elephant tak? Maybe not that important. Ada elephant kan? Okay, fine. Okay. Now, you have the buffalo, the owner, and the rest of the animals. Okay, if you want to talk about the elephant is maybe not that important. Dia kurang penting sebab dia tak ada dia cakap apa pun. So kita anggap dia sebagai watak tak wujud. Watak yang ada tapi kurang penting berbanding dengan supporting character and main characters. Okay. What about the setting of place and the setting of time for this story? Where is the setting of place? Where does it take place? Setting of place of how the tiger got its stripes. Ada tak setting of place? Awak boleh tengok dalam buku teks awak. Ada tak? Do you have the setting of place here? Ada tak? Akilah, cuba jawab Akilah. Ada tak setting of place? How the tiger got its stripes ni? Ada tak? Ke tak ada? Tak jumpa lah sir, tak jumpa. Hani ada tak Hani? Setting of place ataupun setting of time.
Paddy field.
Kampung orang ni.
Yashna jawab apa tadi?
Paddy field.
Paddy field. Okay, how do you know paddy field? Why do you say it's paddy field? Kenapa awak cakap dia paddy field? Apa yang berlaku dekat paddy field tu?
Buffalo pulling a plough to the paddy field.
Yes, correct. You can see the buffalo. You can read the buffalo pulling the plow. Bunyi dia plow and working in the paddy field, right? So that is one example of setting of place. Number 1, paddy field. Thank you, Yashna. Hani jawab apa tadi, Hani? Village Hani jawab village ke tadi?
tahu, saya tak tahu.
Tak tahu, okay. So, ada lagi tak
Tapi dia
selain
kena ikat tu dekat pokok.
dia kena ikat tu dekat pokok? Okay, baik. So, you assume where it happened. Dekat mana lagi? Tadi Paddyfield. Okay, Paddyfield betul. Ada the city tak? Bandar ada tak bandar? Can you see the city?
No.
No, no. You cannot see the city. What about the jungle? Ada the jungle tak? Ada tak?
Ada.
Ada. What happened in the jungle? Why do you say it's important? Oh, the jungle is important. Bila kita cakap benda ni, maksudnya dia penting. Kenapa dia penting? Apa yang berlaku di jungle tu? It is the place where the tiger ran to after it has lost the shine of its coat. Ia tempat di mana harimau tu lari. Betul tak? Harimau tu lari dah. Dia lari ke mana?
Betul.
Dia lari ke dalam hutan. Into the jungle. To hide himself. Untuk sembunyikan diri dia. Dia dah malu dah. Ada kan jungle kan? Last sekali. Ada lagi tak yang lain? Okay, maybe not now. Maybe you are unable to find now. It's fine. Now you have two. The paddy field and the jungle. Okay. Next, we look at the main characters of Harry Potter. Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley. These are the three heroes of the story. Whereas the supporting characters are Albus Dumbledore, the man with long beard here, Kingsley Shacklebolt, not in the picture, Bellatrix Lestrange, not in the picture, Voldemort, the bald-headed guy with no nose, and Severus Snape, the one with the sleek black hair here. Whereas the main characters for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them are Newt Scamander, Tina Goldstein, and the supporting characters Jacob, Queenie, and Grindelwald. Yang ni awak salin nanti. Next, we look at the plot. Okay, awak salin dulu lah yang ni. Okay, lepas ni kita akan tengok plot pula. Plot tu maksudnya adalah perjalanan cerita. The plot talk about the sequence and the precedent and antecedent of the story. Yes, Izzat?
Salin Harry Potter tu ke?
Ya. Okay, kalau tak sempat nanti awak salin tengok video. Okay, now let's go to the next one. The next element of the story. Now, the plot talks about events that happen at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. Now, you can divide the plot into 3, the beginning, the middle, and the end. The same as when you write an essay. Okay, the same as when you write an essay. Sama dengan yang kita tulis karangan. Bila kita tulis karangan pun, ada introduction, ada body, and ada conclusion. Betul tak? Betul ke tidak? Betul kan? So akan bahagikan kepada 3. Okay, now the same. The introduction is the beginning, the body is the middle, and the end is the conclusion. Now, what happens in The Legend of Hang Tuah? The beginning. In the beginning, Hang Tuah lives and works in Malacca with his Hang brothers. Okay. In the middle, Hang Tuah was slandered. Hang Tuah was slandered and executed to die by the Sultan. Apa maksud slandered ni? Tahu tak apa maksud slandered? Siapa tahu apa maksud slandered? Tahu ke tidak? Dia tahu tak dia maksud slandered? Tak tahu. Syahril tahu tak maksud slandered? Tahu tak Syahril? Okay, so bagi tahu maksud slandered ni. Now, slandered is a verb when someone makes up a story about you that is not true and it gives a bad effect on you. Okay, bila orang tu dia buat satu cerita yang tidak betul tentang awak dan benda tu memberi kesan, cerita itu memberi kesan yang buruk kepada awak. Okay, kalau dalam bahasa Melayu kita panggil apa? Hani, kita panggil apa Hani?
Fitnah.
Yes, thank you Sarah and Hani. Fitnah. Okay, dia difitnah dan executed to die, dihukum untuk mati. He was saved by Tun Perak. Then Hang Jebat ran amok and rebelled against the Sultan. Hang Jebat ni ran amok tu maksudnya apa? Dia mengamuk dan dia memberontak melawan Sultan dia. Then he took Taming Sari and took the palace hostage. Dia curi Taming Sari dan dia jadikan istana sebagai dia punya tebusan. Dia tangkap semua orang dalam istana. Dia cakap, now, I want the Sultan. If you are unable to give me the Sultan, then I will kill everyone in the palace. Okay, macam tu. Okay. Next, at the end of the story, Hang Tuah came back. Even though he is supposed to be in hiding because he is supposed to be dead, dia sepatutnya bersembunyi sebab sepatutnya dia dah mati. So, sepatutnya dia sembunyi. Tapi sebab tak ada orang yang boleh, no other people can best Hang Jebat. Tak ada yang boleh menentang Hang Jebat. So, Hang Tuah terpaksa datang semula, hidup balik. Yes, Izzat?
Yang ni pun kena salin.
Rasanya kena salin ke tidak?
Tahu?
Tak tahu? Rasanya? Macam biasalah, salinlah.
Mestilah
Okay.
kena.
Apa? Mestilah kena. Ya, betul Hani. Kena salin, okay? Macam biasa. Salin je. Nanti awak salin. Now, next. They duel. Apa maksud they duel? Mereka bertempur. Mereka bertarung. Okay, even though they were friends and they were very close as family, and Hang Jebat was trying to avenge him. Jebat ni, walaupun dia sangat rapat dengan Hang Tuah dan dia buat semua tu untuk balas dendam kepada Hang Tuah, mereka masih bertarung. Jebat lost and Tuah was pardoned. Okay, Jebat kalah dan Hang Tuah diampunkan. Dia boleh kembalilah ke dalam masyarakat. Okay, baik, kalau awak tak sempat salin, awak salin nanti. Tengok dalam video. Okay, this is an example. Okay, I'll be showing you a video. Oh, I forgot about this video
Grammarly
already.
can help you write quickly and confidently, so you never have to slow down at work. Stay on top of email.
Okay, baik. Now, I want you to watch this video. Senang awak tengok video ni. Kemudian, I want you to talk about the beginning, the middle, and the end. The plot of this story. Okay, boleh tak? Awak nak tengok video tak hari ni? Before you end the class. Okay, kita tengok video. Satu video. It's a short video. And it talks about Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is the first book and first movie of the Harry Potter franchise because before it goes boom. Okay? So you take a look at this video. If you have any problem listening, you tell me. Dia mungkin akan ada double bunyi dia, tak apalah.
Albus Dumbledore, Minerva McGonagall, and Rubeus Hagrid, professors of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, deliver an orphaned infant named Harry Potter to his only remaining relatives, the Dursleys. 10 years later, Harry has been battling a disjointed life with the Dursleys, inadvertently causing an accident during a family outing and begins receiving unsolicited letters by owls. Finally, Hagrid reappears and Harry learns he is actually a wizard and has been accepted into Hogwarts against the Dursleys' wishes. After taking Harry to Diagon Alley to buy his supplies for Hogwarts, including a uniform, a wand, and a pet owl named Hedwig as a birthday present, Hagrid informs him of his past. Harry is the orphaned son of two wizards who met their demise at the hands of Lord Voldemort, a malevolent...
Okay, so that is the beginning of the story. What is the beginning of the story? Awak rasa beginning story tu apa? Dia cakap pasal siapa?
Karakter.
The character. Who is the character? Who is the character?
Harry Potter.
Apa yang character tu? Harry Potter. Okay, apa yang dia buat? Yes, Harry Potter. Thank you. So, Harry Potter, apa yang berlaku di awal cerita tu? Apa yang berlaku kepada dia?
Mula-mula dia diasuh oleh pakcik-makcik dia.
Okay, Harry Potter diasuh dalam bahasa Inggeris? Was raised by
The Dursley.
by the Dursleys, his aunt and uncle. Okay, then siapa datang? Who came? Siapa yang datang? Laki ke perempuan?
Laki.
Lelaki. A man name, dengar tak nama dia apa? Hagrid. Came, datang buat apa? Bagi tahu dia apa? Bagi tahu dia apa? That he was a wizard. Bagi tahu dia adalah seorang ahli sihir. He was a wizard. And Hagrid tu datang nak bawa Harry ke mana?
Hogwarts.
Yes, he was a wizard and to take him to Hogwarts. Okay, itu adalah the beginning. Okay, next, let's take a look at the middle.
all-powerful wizard by a killing curse, with Harry being the only survivor in the chaos, thus leading to his fame in the wizarding world as the boy who lived. Harry is then taken to King's Cross Station to board a train to the school. While on the train, Harry meets Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. He also encounters Draco Malfoy, a spoiled child from a wealthy wizarding family who eventually becomes Harry's biggest rival. At school, the students assemble in the Great Hall, where Harry and all the other first-year students are sorted by the sorting hat between four houses. Gryffindor.
Now, mostly this here still talks about the beginning. Dia masih lagi dalam bahagian beginning. Why? Because it is still introducing you to the characters and the setting and the time. Okay? Sama lagi.
Ravenclaw. Harry begins learning wizardry and discovers more about his past and his parents. Harry is also recruited for Gryffindor's Quidditch team as a seeker, which is rare for first-year students.
Now, usually the middle way is where a problem arises. Middle tu bila ada masalah ataupun perjalanan cerita berlaku. Ada masalah. Apa yang dia kena selesaikan. Itu cakap pasal middle.
While exploring the school one night, Harry and his friends discover a giant three-headed dog named Fluffy in a restricted area of the school. They later find out Fluffy is guarding the Philosopher's Stone, an item that can be used to grant its owner immortality. Harry suspects that potions teacher Severus Snape is trying to obtain the stone in order to
Now this is the middle. Okay, they found out. Apa yang dia tahu? Okay,
return
kita sekarang
Voldemort
tengok
to
dulu.
physical form. The children learn from Hagrid that Fluffy will fall asleep if he hears music. Harry, Ron, and Hermione decide to try and find the stone before Snape does, but discover that Fluffy is already asleep. They get past Fluffy and face a series of safeguards, which include surviving a deadly plant known as Devil's Snare, a room filled with aggressive flying keys, and a dangerous life-sized game of chess. After getting past the tasks, Harry discovers that it was Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, Professor Quirrell, who was trying to claim the stone, and that Snape was protecting Harry all along. Quirrell
Okay.
removes his turban and reveals a weak Voldemort to be living on the back of his head. Through an enchantment placed by Professor Dumbledore, Harry finds himself in possession of the stone. Voldemort attempts to convince Harry to give him the stone by promising to bring his parents back from the dead. When Harry refuses, Quirrell attacks, but Harry's touch burns Quirrell's skin and reduces him to dust, killing him. When Harry gets back up, Voldemort's spirit rises from Quirrell's ashes and passes through Harry, knocking him unconscious. Harry wakes up in the school's hospital wing with Dumbledore at his side. Dumbledore
Okay, baik. Middle. Now take a look at the middle. What happened in the middle? What did they found out about? Dia dapat tahu mengenai apa? Harry and his friends found out about. Dia dapat tahu pasal apa? Pasal apa? About a magic stone in the castle. Dia dapat tahu pasal satu batu yang ada di dalam istana tu, which is going to be stolen by an evil sorcerer. Okay, ada batu. Nama batu tu Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone is going to be stolen by an evil sorcerer. Siapa? Dia syak siapa? Laki botak tu ke dia syak laki yang rambut panjang tu? Yang jahat. Dapat tangkap tak daripada video tadi? Okay. Harry syak yang jahat. Yang ada dua muka.
Tak dengar se.
Saya tak dengar.
Testing. Dengar tak?
Dengar.
Dengar? Okay. Baik. Dia mengesyaki sebenarnya yang jahat tu adalah cikgu dia yang rambut panjang tu, Severus Snape. But then the bad guy is actually the bald guy, the one with two faces, yang ada dua muka tu, betul? Kan? Okay. Okay, baik. Evil sorcerer. So, they try to break it first. And they end up fighting Professor Quirrell. Dia kena lawan Professor Quirrell with Voldemort on his head. Okay, now ending dia. Dia kena, untuk middle, dia dapat tahu pasal kewujudan Philosopher's Stone. They found out about the Philosopher's Stone. They try to take it first. They end up fighting Professor Quirrell with Voldemort on his head. Ending there
Explains that the stone has been destroyed and that Ron and Hermione are both fighting with Dumbledore's ashes and passes through Harry, knocking him. Harry gets back up. Voldemort's spirit rises from Quirrell's ashes and passes through Harry, knocking him unconscious. Harry wakes up in the school's hospital wing with Dumbledore at his side. Dumbledore explains that the stone has been destroyed and that Ron and Hermione are both fine. Dumbledore also reveals how Harry was able to defeat Quirrell. When Harry's mother died to save him, her death gave Harry a love-based protection against Voldemort. Harry, Ron, and Hermione are rewarded with house points for their heroic performances, tying them for first place with Slytherin. However, Neville Longbottom is awarded 10 points for attempting to stop his friends, giving Gryffindor enough points to win the House Cup. Harry returns home for the summer, happy to finally have a real home in Hogwarts.
Okay, baik. Okay. Now, what about the ending? Apa yang berlaku di ending tu? Apa jadi kepada yang jahat tu? Voldemort jadi apa? Voldemort dengan Quirrell jadi apa? At the end, Quirrell was disintegrated. Dia hancur. And Voldemort ran. Harry and friends were safe. They won the House Cup. Okay? Ini dia punya end. Apa berlaku kepada yang jahat tu? Orang jahat tu hancur, mati. Okay, Voldemort yang berada di belakang kepala tu lari. Kemudian Harry and his friends were safe. Harry dan kawan-kawan dia selamat. Dan mereka menang anugerah kelas terbaik. Okay, macam tu. Okay, dapat tak? Faham ke tidak macam mana nak buat beginning, middle dengan end? Awak kena tengok apa event penting yang berlaku dalam cerita tu. Okay? The beginning usually talks about the characters. Pada permulaannya dia akan cakap pasal watak utama dia, apa yang dia buat dan apa yang membuatkan cerita tu berkembang. Kemudian middle, dia jumpa satu masalah dan dia kena selesaikan masalah itu. At the end, apa yang berlaku pada akhir cerita itu. Okay? Next. Ini awak salin nanti ya. Okay. Now, with that, I think we have come to the end of our Google Meet for today. Your task today is to write about how the tiger got its stripes. In how the tiger got its stripes, write about the elements of how yang ni awak salin tiger, yang lain tu awak salin kemudian. First, you have to talk about the setting. Tadi kita dah bincang dah. Then you talk about the characters. And the last one, you talk about the plot. Setting, you talk about the setting of time. And setting of place. Characters, you talk about the main and the supporting character. Okay, now dengar tak? Hello? My microphone has a problem here. Dengar tak?
Dengar.
Okay. Baik. Now you continue with this one. You copy this one first, and then you write about the elements of how the tiger got its stripes. You talk about the setting of time, setting of place. You talk about the main and supporting characters, and you write about the beginning, middle, and end. Cara nak tulis dia macam mana? Tulis bentuk macam ni saja. Okay, faham Faham tak?
Faham.
Faham. Okay, good. So if you have finished copying this one, you can leave the Google Meet. That is all for today. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And tomorrow I'll give you another task. Okay? So if you have finished, you can say bye-bye and you can leave the Google Meet. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, any
Bye.
questions you can... Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I think I'll be ending the session today. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.